Heyo, and welcome to my video on the Steam Next Fest demo of Reignbreaker. I'll be doing an overview and a full playthrough. Here's the hub area, and of course we have to pet this little guy first. But the first thing I want to go over would be the training area back over here.
Testing something.
In basics, you have a punch, a strike, a slam, and a throw, as well as a dash attack and the ability to dash and sprint around. Depending on the weapon, you can get different effects. These are the railgun effects, for example. They have a delay due to a perk that's on this. And these are the shotgun effects. If you use the abilities too much, then you overheat and can't produce those effects until it wears off. Though you can still throw your javelin. This is where you select the weapon attachment. They have various effects such as increasing impact damage, creating a slowing area, rusting, and having a damaging delay, rooting, and attaching sticky bombs. I'm going to be using the railgun for this one because you unlock it after completing the demo and I want to try it out. Here's where you obtain, equip, and level up the resolve upgrades, which are the progression perks. Currently there are ones for maximum health and heat, dash chaining, the ability to use the strike attack, and health restoration when you finish a lockdown. The other ones are locked for the demo, though you can still see them. I'm going for this set since the health restore doesn't seem necessary. And now it's time to start the run. I tried to make this a decently fast run while still fighting plenty. You can break things to get keys, which are the in-run currency. In order to move forward, you'll have to gain access to the bridge locks by opening the vault locks, which cause a lockdown that forces you to fight enemies.
A lock?
Hold.
If I threw some coin keys in your direction, would that shut you up?
Keys? Yeah, would do actually. Do you have any?
Yeah, give us all the coin keys.
That was a rhetorical question. Look it up.
It's our first fight against some turret enemies. Most encounters involve the robots dropping in, so you can set up a bit before they drop. After the fight, you can choose an upgrade associated with a character, in this case, the Vandals.
Don't mind if I do.
Vandal upgrades involve things like punches, the coat status effect, which makes raising the combo meter easier, and the combo meter itself.
Lock now.
Punch and paint is pretty fundamental, so I take that.
On to the next one.
As it says, you can heal by smashing these statues, which is one of your main forms of healing.
I have eyes everywhere, child. Can you feel them watching?
Another aspect of the game is the ability to manipulate traps, like these spike ones. Couple of mistakes, but nothing major. The other set of upgrades here from the Spear Sisters mostly involve your weapon, including defensive abilities tied to aiming. I like to pick Lancer Boots for the aiming invincibility.
Onward.
This enemy isn't too threatening. It jumps and slams after a bit. Sometimes you get these spotlights that initiate an encounter if you step into them. Some enemies let you execute them, which pauses the action and lets you plan things out. These little balls can pretty easily sneak up on you if you aren't watching them. Also, I picked up some of the currency used for the resolve upgrades in the hub from this statue. This panel lets you continuously generate your slam effect on it, which would be better in a smaller space. And some vault locks have time limits attached to them. Dashing Assault is probably one of my favorite upgrades, so taking that is a given. These things are pretty much the highest individual threat normal enemy-wise. Not to say I can't take them out quickly if I have time to. Stinger is fine, but Quick Charge makes the most sense to me since the stun isn't that likely. A bit of a rest stop here. Normally you can unlock attachments in these areas, but I already have them all. You get another healing opportunity and a shop containing either temporary buffs or levels for your vault upgrades. I hadn't actually seen leeches before this, so I was a little surprised by that, but I just got a little upgrade and moved on. Don't ask me how I was moonwalking here, I don't have an answer. Out of these options, Motor Cooler is a good pick since I don't have any heat reduction. It's also legendary, so that helps.
I can break the bridge lock now.
A little silly, I know.
There are plenty more traps, don't you worry.
These enemies are flamethrowers, though if you pressure them enough they likely won't be able to do anything. You can also cycle the explosives using that panel there, but it isn't really that necessary in this particular spot. At this point, out of pocket sounds good. It's especially good in combination with another upgrade you can get.
On to the next room.
Might as well take the level up and leave it at that.
For later.
First boss, though more like a mini-boss since it's a harder version of that one enemy I mentioned. It scales over time attack-wise, which is likely going to be consistent with bosses in this game. Yeah, it's not a big deal, though I am fairly strong at this point. can't say no to more damage, so asset code for the damage over time is a must.
Well, what were you hiding?
Spin Blades is the combo piece without a pocket. If you can get up to Anarchy combo level, you won't have to worry about losing the blades from taking damage.
This won't stop me. Track switched.
This is my first time seeing layers of coat, but being able to get spin blades faster makes it an easy decision.
I can press forward now.
No reason to save keys, so I got both damage upgrades. And now it's time for a proper boss. I don't think I went that fast, but the boss didn't scale up like it normally does on this run. The music also messed up. I'd recommend trying the demo yourself if you want to hear more dialogue and see the full power of this thing. I went for a different style with this video, chiming in about things, but not cutting the gameplay during the playthrough. I'm experimenting, so future videos might also be different. Either way, thanks for watching.